I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. I like you a lot. I like it a lot.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Testing. One, ooga booga.
Ooga booga. Okay, here I am with my joke meister's son, Connor.
Yep.
You're a chip off the old block. Okay, so I asked Connor to come up with a sloth joke today. A sloth dad joke. Because I'm dealing with the sloth slap this week in the stock market.
What's a sloth? Sloth.
It's a long story. It's the trades are getting really hard to make. They're really slow. What is that?
Oh, it's a piece of paper.
Oh, you're drinking the cherry Coke.
Yeah.
Okay, so ready?
Yeah.
What's the dad joke of the day?
Dad joke of the day is, what is a sloth's favorite mode of transportation?
What is a sloth's favorite mode of transportation?
Snowboarding.
Snowboarding?
Yeah, I get it.
I get it. Nice. Hey, what's this? You have a big meet tomorrow or on Saturday?
Oh, yeah.
Swim meet.
Yep.
Swim team. Connor's the star of the swim team.
Oh, yeah, and also, I swam a mile yesterday.
Whoa. A mile.
Yeah.
Holy moly. All right. That's it for this one. I'm going to go back in time now, and we're going to go back to today's trading day. All right. Here we go. Okay, here we go. It's June 27th, Thursday, and let's get our trade on. So let's just look at our trade we're going to do today. It's the same old butterfly, 0DTE butterfly. Now, if you watched my video yesterday and the day before, I think all the days this week, the theta was acting really weird on these trades. Like I've never seen it before, just like slowly coming out like a little tiny pinprick in the bubble of theta. Super slow. Yesterday we were at our profit target. It was showing our profit target when I was trying to get out of the trade for like 30 minutes, and it was above it. My profit target was 150, and the mark on the market was showing like 150, 60, 70, and even 80, and it just never got filled. So and then kind of digging around last night on some groups I'm involved in and hearing some people from my good friends from this channel, like Eric G-Man. Check out his YouTube channel, Eric G-Man Music, and Steely was mentioning it too, and a couple other of my friends last night on email with some back and forth how things are definitely acting weird and different than, or they seem to be. So in light of that, I'm just gonna go back to one contract today. So we scaled up to 3 yesterday. We got sloth slapped. So I'm gonna go, and because this has been going on all week, it seems like I kind of noticed it all week. I'm just gonna go back to one contract on today's trade. So let's just go down to here. We'll say analyze by trade. And I'll select butterfly. So this is a 0DTE June 27th butterfly, and then I'm going to just let me tweak it in here, tune it into what we want. I do these at 15 points wide, center strike at the money, or as close as we can get to at the money. So in this case, I'm going to round up to 85. There's 5,500. So we never hit 5,500 yet. We got up to like 5,490, I think, was as high as we got. So I'm expecting to hit that soon. I might put a what the fudge Friday trade on that, like sort of a fun test trade. Okay, so let's what am I doing here? I'm not paying attention. Okay, so here is the 15 wide. Let's see here. It's right between those two strikes, so my brain is locking up. I can't function. It's got to be at the exact strike for my brain to say, okay, let's do it. But let's just do it anyway. So I'm going to put this guy on. It's going to be 444. Create duplicate order at 4. See if I can get like 430. Probably not. Oh, there's 430. I get 425. Okay, so here we are working. We're working 425. It says 425, but it's bouncing around to the upside higher than that. So let me go in here and I'll cave in a bit for, oh, maybe not. Let's say 430. So we got in at that at 430. All right, so let's come over here. We'll lock this in. There's our butterfly, our one contract butterfly today, because I'm scared. No, because the market's acting weird, and I just, if the market's acting weird, either don't put on a trade, just wait, or paper trade it, or just cut way back. So I'm back to one contract here. So let's get, I'm going to get my, we're doing this new tilt trade adjustment this week to test that out. So that's like a trade that's 1 day out, and it's just a spread. It's like a credit spread, or I mean, it's a debit spread, at the money debit spread 1 day out. Man, look at all these strikes. So let me set that up. We'll go like, let's see, analyze by trade, vertical, like so. It just slants the whole thing, kind of tips it sideways a little bit. It's kind of cool looking. But this is a new way that I'm testing out this week on adjustments, and it's kind of like a snow tire, except it's a specific type of snow tire. We have a variety of snow tires we can use. So that's ready to go, and if we need it, if I need to tilt it up. Right now I'm going to leave it right where it's at, just a balanced butterfly, until I get into some trouble. And I like to split these butterflies up into quarters, so you can see these little lines here. They even kind of work for us right now. This is the first quarter. There's 4 quarters in a butterfly. This is the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one. This is the fourth. So I sort of wait until it gets into the fourth quarter, or the first quarter, before I attempt to, or when I start to take notice, start to look at it a little closer, and consider putting on one of these trades. I'm going to go ahead and set the opposite trade for a downside move. I'm just going to have these sitting here staged out and ready to go. So this is going to be an at the money vertical to the downside. So we don't need that. And then I'm gonna also stage out 2 fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers are, Eric G-Man made a comment yesterday that he was using 1 day out calls and puts as snow tires instead of 0 DTE. So that's something I want to talk to him more about. That's a cool idea. For now, I'm going to stick with what I've been doing, the 0 DTE snow tires. But the cost for those are probably, the cost for the 1 day out are probably, what, double? Let's see. Well, let's see which one we would use first for this. This is the 27th. So usually I come down to get like the $80. Just kind of like picking $80. So that's a $54.45. Let's see what the 1 day out is. $54.45. Or I guess maybe he just uses the same amount of money. He just goes for the $80 call and put 1 day out. $54.45. So $54.45. Is that what I had? $54.45. $54.45 is tomorrow's is $3. That's pretty expensive. But maybe he's using the $80 for tomorrow. So leave it in the comments if you're watching this, Eric, or also maybe I'll email you, or I'll call you, and we can I can find out more about what you're doing there. For this, I'm just going to leave it the way I've been doing it, which is a 0 DTE snow tires, or they're called fire. I'm calling them fire extinguishers now because they put out fires. So let me get so that's the put one we have sitting there waiting if we need it. And then let's go throw in the call one, the call side if we need one of those. So come down on the call side, go to the $80 call. I'll throw that in there. I don't want to step on that strike. Yikes. Okay, so I need to remember that. 5220. 5220. Okay, so there they are staged out and ready to go. All right, there we are. We're on. And when I first started this project, I was doing a lot of paper trades to start off with, like just kind of tracking these paper trades, like different widths on these. And it was a lot of work. Man, I was just exhausted after doing that every day. No, it wasn't that bad. But I found I got a back tester, a really cool options trading back. Not really back tester. It's I guess it's a back tester. It's like you can just punch in like whatever trade you want to do and looks and go back and see how it's done super quick. Like how is this type of like Iron Condor done over the last 5 years on the SPX? And then you hit go, and then like it spits out like all the data, and so you can get super fast results they seem really accurate. I was checking them out against the ones that I had that I was doing live here. So I'll probably do a separate video on that. It's a really cool back testing, like a fast back tester. Again, you can just like type in your parameters, hit the go button, and like in 15 seconds you get your results, and then you can make slight tweaks to them, and you can create like a whole bunch of different variations. It's just really cool. I'm going to set up a different this weekend. I'll make another video about that and show you how it all works. It's really cool. All right, so otherwise we're off and running on this one. We're slightly negative. We're edging our way up to the upper side of the butterfly. And so at this point, the only thing I see maybe needing to do soon is something like that, just a little tilt to the upside. But I'll just check back in like in 30 minutes or so, unless something cool happens. Well, let's set my exit order on this. I almost forgot that. So the exit order. So again, there's something weird going on this week with these orders. Like, it seems as though, what do I need to do? They're not getting filled, or like it is super slow. They're sloth-like. And I had this exit order in yesterday, and we were there. We were sitting right there on it. It was showing it. It was even going above it for like 30 minutes, and the darn thing never went off. It never triggered. And like I said, I heard some other friends were telling me that they saw the same kind of thing going on. So maybe there's something weird going on. So just in case, we're just doing one contract today on this. Get some more data on this. Okay, so there we go. We have our exit order in to buy back at 480, which will give us our $50. All right, there we go. I'll see you back in 30 minutes or so, and we'll check back in. Okay, here we go. June 27th. It's 7. Can't even talk. It's 7:38. So we've been in this trade for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So this is a quick check-in to see where we're at. Here's our current position. We haven't done anything with it yet. It's just the standard butterfly. And you can see the profits kind of popping around. I would say the profit's popping around from $5 to 20 right now. So we're about halfway there with the theta burn, if it's burning normally. So there we are. That's where we're at. Look, we're starting to edge our way up a little bit. Let's keep an eye on it. So if it keeps edging up, it gets into this quarter, this upper corner of the butterfly, I'll consider putting on an adjustment. And this week I'm testing out these tilt adjustments, tilt spreads. So there's one which could get us done. There's two. There's two. Two is a little strong, but if we get up far enough, it may be appropriate. So that's where we are. So that's where we are. And I'll come back in if anything cool, exciting happens. Or we get to a place where I take it off. We have our automatic exit order sitting there working to give us $50 on this. And if that gets triggered, or if I need to make an adjustment, I'll come back on. Otherwise, I'll see you in about 30 minutes. All right, see ya. Okay, here we go. It's 7:54, and here's the current state of our butterfly. So we're on this trade about 40 minutes now. Is that right? About 45 minutes or so. And we've moved up a little bit, and we came down over here. And again, just like looking at the past trades, we haven't done anything, no adjustments, nothing, just the butterfly. Seems like we should be closer to our profit target than this. So I don't know what's going on. I think this is a conspiracy. Those darn market makers. No, it is really weird though. Usually these trades take between 30 minutes and an hour to come in. And this has been a relatively super calm day, just staying within the tent nice and orderly. And it's showing a profit of $10 now. We should be way closer than that. So I don't know what's going on. But this is the current update. So I just want to kind of document this going into the first hour or so this morning to see if I'm just like crazy, or is there really like a major conspiracy going on? It probably has something. Maybe it has something to do with the debates tonight. Maybe everybody's holding their breath. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what the heck's going on, but it does seem a little weird. So anyway, that's our current state. 7:55. I'll come back like in 7:15. I'm sorry, 8:15, 8:30, like 15 minutes to 30 minutes, unless we get filled. We have a current order out there working to get filled, and you can see down here is that order is at 480. Oh, there's 470. Now we're 445. So maybe we'll get filled. I'll see you soon. Okay, here we are. It's 8:06. We're getting a little bit of a downdraft here, so I'm thinking about putting on one of these a tilt trade to the downside, like so. Come on, think. So I'm gonna give it just a second here. Doesn't look too bad. I like that. I like it. I'm just watching another chart on a different monitor. Watching the 1 minute chart. And before I pull the trigger on this thing, just want to see what it's going to do here. I don't want to overtrade. That's one of my, I think that's one of my main, it's a bad habit. It's a hard habit to break. I get all excited about all these tweaks and adjustments, and then I want to start using them, and then I just overdo it. So I'm trying to hold off. So it's about 8:10. So we've been in the trade for about an hour now, and look, we're not making any ground. It's just they're holding on to that theta hogs. So with this adjustment we would do, that's not bad. Just sort of waiting. This is a nice hill. We lose a little bit of ground here, but this thing is still, there's a suction going on here. It's sucking this pink line up into the blue, like by the end of the day. And there's still some strong suction force here. So I'm not too concerned about that if we put this adjustment on. But I haven't put it on yet. I'm still waiting. The 1 minute bar isn't giving me the go ahead. It isn't giving me the green light. But I think that we should. So we haven't touched this thing up to this point. We should be showing more of a. We should be over halfway there. Usually these like that was 32. That was more believable. These should. These always come in on a day like today, without doing anything to the trade. These come in like between 30 minutes and an hour. We've been in this for about an hour now. We're just crawling through the mud, crawling through the molasses. It's probably a conspiracy. It's a big conspiracy against just us butterfly traders. Okay, let me get this guy ready to throw on. What does that do to my theta? So I have with that I have a 300 theta. Without it I have a 232, so it gives me more with it. So there's a bulk of my money, not my money, my mom's money. There's a bulk of my mom's money that I put into T-bills for her, and last night I went in there to do it, and I realized, oh man, it's a new system now because Schwab took over Thinkorswim. So Ameritrade I had Ameritrade down pat. I knew exactly how to do it. You go in there. I knew where all the buttons were, all the links. Click, click, click. Got it done. But then it's Schwab now, and I've never done it with Schwab. So I went in there and tried to navigate my way around, and it's probably just me. I was having some problems figuring out how to actually buy them. So I went over to my friend Jeff. Jeff, the old, he's not old, he's young. The Day Trade Mechanic. He has a YouTube channel called Day Trade Mechanic, and he hangs out on here sometimes. He's a super cool guy, and has a lot of cool ideas, and he has some great videos he puts together that are super helpful, like just really in detail, step by step. And he had made a video on how to do it with Schwab since they switched over to Schwab. So I hightailed it over there, watched the video, and it was super good, and super helpful. I mean, he just really puts it in nice, simple, step-by-step detail. So if anyone else out there has T-bills they're going to try to get after the switch from TOS or from Ameritrade to Schwab, and you're feeling a little lost as to how to do that and where to go and where to click and all that, check out his site. I mean, his YouTube channel. Check out Jeff, the Day Trade Mechanics YouTube channel. I'll put a link to that video in the description. It helped me figure out just 5 minutes. I saw exactly how to do it. Got it done. Got her done. So, anyone else out there in the same boat with this new Schwab experience? Check out the link below. I'll put a link to his T-bills video, how to. Okay, let's see. We might be making a move here. I mean, we may not. Also. And if we do, we head down here. We're in that first quarter, as you can see. That looks nice. I like that. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
But I don't want to jump the gun yet. There's banks out there that are paying, or so I've heard. The rumor is that word on the street is that there's banks out there that are paying like over 5% interest on savings. And I don't think mine is. I'm with Chase. And I think that their interest sucks. I can go check it out and see what are they paying right now. There was I remember there was an Apple. I think Apple has a bank. Here, let's see. Let's put in what is Chase paying for interest? Oh, look at that. AI overview. As of June 2024, Chase pays interest on savings accounts at a rate of 0.01. which is lower than the national average. This should say which is a lot lower. Well, I don't know what the average is, but that's horrible. What's going on with that? Let's say what bank pays the best interest, pays the highest interest, the best interest. We get a bunch of ads. Oh, look at this. So what is this from? Forbes. Ah, well, we can trust Forbes, I think. It's probably a scam site. Now let's see. So here's the different interest rates at some banks. 4.25. Oh, that's American Express. Oh wait, that's a sponsored offer. What the heck? Here we go. As of July 2024. Brio Direct High Yield Savings Account 5.3 IV. And keep in mind, this is, of course, this is 5% annually. And when we look at trades like this is like 10% daily. What the heck? Isn't that crazy? So they're all like around 4%. I don't recognize Lending Club. I don't recognize any of these banks though. Let's see what that Apple. I think there's an Apple Bank. Apple Bank. Apple Bank interest rates. What's going on? Interest is earned daily on a balance of $1 more than the following tiers. Oh, they're not that great anymore, it looks like. If this is them. I mean, I wonder if... I think... I'm talking about Apple, the company that makes iPhones and all that, computers. Who knows if that's the same thing? Probably not. Apple, the bank. They're trying to cash it on Steve Jobs. Let's see. Is Apple Bank a good bank? This is a different Apple Bank. Oh, what's this? Apple Card. So I get it's Apple Card. Apple Card's new high yield savings account is now available, offering 4.15. Looks like we may have some action going on here. I keep getting faked out, but I mean, we should have hit our profit target by now, I'm thinking. So this is showing 13 bucks, 40. We've been in this trade for probably about an hour and 10 minutes or so. And we're showing 20 bucks, 30 bucks. I think we should have hit our profit target by now. I don't know. But I'm going to I'm going to go ahead and pause it here, and then I'll come back if we get close to hitting that profit target, or if we get close to having to make that adjustment, or we get close to losing our shirt, taking a stop loss. So I'll be back shortly. Testing. Okay, here we are. It's 8:30 now, and we just had a little bit of a pop down, a little sharp move down. So I put on 2 of those tilt trades. So here's a regular butterfly. This is the first one I put on the tilt trade as it was going down. Then I threw on another one as well. So this is our current position. You can see them right here. Here's the 2 tilts. Got one for 260 and then one for 280. So this is the current trade. We're outside the tent. But we look wonderful. We look beautiful with this pink line. I mean, that's not good there. If it were to come back sharply, but if that were to happen, we'd just get out of at least one of them. If we got out of one, it would give us like that. So here we go. So we're outside the 10 again, and we have a negative theta now. But this thing will continue to kind of rise up here as the day progresses. And so this just happened like 5 minutes ago, this little quick move down. And we were still not, we were inside the tent up until then nicely. And the P&L, the profit was like $12. So it should have been more than that. I mean, it's like an hour and a, we're in this trade an hour and a half, coming up on an hour and a half now. And yeah, this is, I can see if we're outside the tent, but we were inside the tent up like just 5 minutes ago, and the profit was just sucky. So I think there's just something weird going on this week with Theta, and I've heard other comments. Word on the street is, yeah, other people are feeling the same thing. If you are, put in the comments. I wonder, I'd like to poll all you guys out there. So we'll see where this takes us. But I'm not that interested. I'm just gonna, if I can get back to zero or just like a little bit of profit, I'll get out of this thing. Just call it a day. Stick a fork in it early and not try to mess around with it like yesterday. That just turned into a Three Stooges movie. If something feels weird, let's just get the F out. That's my most successful strategy. It saved me countless dollars. All right, so I'll just continue to monitor this. I'll come back in a few, like say 15, 30, let's say 30 minutes, unless something happens and I either get out or something drastic happens. All right, see you in a few. Okay, here we go. It's 8:50. So here's our current position. This looks beautiful with this tilt trade on there, but it's 8:50. So we've been in this trade for an hour and 40 minutes or so. Come up on 2 hours, and it's the same deal as the last 2 days. The theta is just like squeaking out of this thing. It's just not coming out like I'm used to. So after yesterday's fiasco, I was in my debriefing meeting on my video yesterday. I was talking about how this is probably the same type of situation comes up. Just get the F out. Don't mess around with it, because it could just snowball and turn into like a ridiculous Three Stooges movie, like it sort of did yesterday. So I'm going to follow my own advice on this. I'm going to try to get out as close to break even as I can. There was 30 cents. So let's see. Here's the two I want to take off. I want to get out at just a break even or slight profit, ideally. So 290. 12. Let's see. I'm just looking at this. This is the order. I'm going to take off those two tilt trades. And I'm just seeing what the best credit I can see that pops up in here. And I'm going to try to get that. So 290. I think 290 is the highest I've seen. So I'm going to see if I can get out of this. Let's say I might as well just put an order. Oh, there was 3. Maybe 3. See if I can get filled in that. See how lucky I am today, or unlucky. So it's showing 280, 290. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this. Maybe it's just summer. Is this a summer theta doldrums? So then as soon as this comes off, I take the butterfly off, which is right here. So I see 290. Maybe let's try 295 and see if we can get that. 295. Come on, you market makers. This is a scandal. I think this whole theta thing is it's going to turn into a big scandal. Those darn market makers. Oh, that doesn't look good. See, and what's nice, so we want to take the tilt trades off first, because we can just sit around and wait. I mean, we're not in any hurry to like hurry. We got to get out before we, any damage is done. There's not a lot of damage that can be done if we get out of these first. Now, if we got out of the butterfly first, let's see. Let's say we get out of the butterfly first and let those two tilt. That's not pretty. That's like, what is that? That's a negative delta. So any move would hurt us, and who knows if we can get filled on that. And especially with the way things are right now, like today, yesterday, and today. If I have trouble getting out of that, that's not a position I want to be in, scrambling around. So if I take off these two first, leave me with this position, which isn't the greatest, but it's better than the alternative. It's better than what we just looked at, with that big steep line, that big steep hill going down. So let's see where this is trading at now. And even though we're outside the tent and it shows a slightly negative theta, this line still is going to move up if we stay in this general area. Down here, it could start to droop without getting above the zero line. But in this area, it will totally get, we'll see there like that. It'll totally get above the zero line. Even though there's a negative theta. And then we're back in the tent with a positive theta too. So if we stayed here in a normal market, we could just sit here. And in a normal market, we probably would have already gotten out, I think. So let's see where we're at now. 290. There's 295. There's someone outside my house I don't know. Do you hear that? Okay, what do we got going on here? So we're pretty much at break even right now. There's 27 bucks. I just don't want to fart around anymore. I got other things to do. I have places to go, people to see. I don't have time to play around with these market makers. But seriously, if you trade strategies like this and you've seen the same issue with the theta, put in the comments. I'd be interested in see how many other people are seeing the same thing. I'm on these several different message boards, and do they even call them message boards anymore? Slack channels, and I see people talking about it, that they're seeing the same thing. Just really weird, just a lot of weird stuff going on in the market right now. But I've really noticed this theta issue the last couple of days. So we're coming up on 2 hours now, and we should be, these usually come in 30 minutes to an hour. So come on, you guys. Let's see what we got. We have we're kind of edging our way back into the tent. It looks like maybe going back towards that tent. We can probably get out with a little bit of profit here. It all kind of hinges on what happens after I get rid of these two tilt trades. I'm gonna get rid of these guys. I'll have this butterfly on like this. Come on, Thinkorswim. And if we keep going back, edging into the tent, or stay where we are, we're good. So let's see. That's at 280. There's $22. I also want to do this while things are relatively calm here. If what if the whole thing just goes haywire? Big move just all of a sudden comes along, wipe out all my progress. All right. Well, I guess we can always throw this back on if I can't get the butterfly filled. So let's see if we can get out of these guys. Let's just do it. Let's jump off. Let's go. Okay, confirm and send. Oh, you know what? I didn't even know what was that price I was trying to get there. Well, let's say 280. We might as well wait. Let's get 290. Yeah, confirm and send. It's 9 o'clock right now. Okay, so I'm asking 290. I said they're at 290 there. Look at that. What's that all about? Like a pop up there. It's moving around. Let's go to well. Let's go to 285. Okay, we're trying to get 285 now. You can see how where the pink line is rising. It's jumping. It's kind of lurching around, but you can see how it's rising above the zero line. Even outside the tent like that. Okay, so we're trying to get this for 285. It's showing 285 right now. Yeah, so we should watch this closely because this is what was happening yesterday. It was kind of jumping around a little bit, but it would jump it around with the majority of the ticks or the market prices above what I was trying to get. So like in this case, let's just imagine that this was saying 285, 290. Oh, there that went. So we got that at 285. Come on. 285. So then let's get out of this butterfly at what? Think or swim. Come on, guys. $20. Let's see if we can get 25 at 445. Oh, look at that. It's really moving up. It must be moving back up into the tent. Let's say 4. Let's see if we can get 435. Okay, so we're asking 435. It's showing 432. If we get it at 435, what does that give us? Gives us 35. So maybe I don't want to mess around here. I'm just getting out of this thing. The market's too crazy. Let's go 425. Okay, I'm asking 425 now, and it's at 427. If I say 420, 420. What's 420? 20 would be $20. Let's do 420. Looks like that was it. So 420. That's our lucky number, 420. Okay, so 420 is what we got filled on that. So there we go. So we're out of this at $20. So at least a profit. I mean, this was just in normal circumstances, I would have continued to get that $50. Well, no, in normal circumstances, we would have already got the $50, I think. It's just this weird theta thing going on this week with the options. It's just really weird. All right, so that's it for this one. Let me fill out that Excel sheet real quick. Okay, so here's today's trade. Today is the 27th. June 27. This one, because of what the whole thing that's going on, we went down to 1 today. I'll say scaled down to 1, and then I'll say weird theta issue. 15 wide. 1 times 1. This was a winner of 20. We'll change that to green. Which one is it? $20. So let's move this down. $20. And this didn't update for some reason. So let's recalculate this. This is our win column. These are our real money trades. Our real money wins come to a total of $18.85. Here's the losses. This is the loss column. It comes to a total of $5.90. Everything all together, $12.95. Isn't that where we were already? I don't know. All right, so that's it for this one, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. So I'll probably do the same thing tomorrow. I'll probably just keep it at 1. Maybe just keep it at 1 until this thing clears up. Whatever this is, this weird option trading weather, where the theta is just not coming out right. It's just acting weird. All right, so that's it for this one. So if you'd like to follow along with me on this trade or any of my other trades, just make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button below, and also join me on my website. I'll leave a link to my website in the description below. Head on over there, sign up for my free email newsletter. When you sign up for that, you'll get a welcome email sent to you right away. Just reply back to that welcome email, and then I'll get back to you, and we'll go from there. All right, that's it for this one. See you tomorrow.